Almost every day I speak with someone who tells me this is just not a good time to buy a house. People will say this is not a good time to sell a house. And I beg to differ. Especially here in Texas and particularly in the San Antonio area, which I am most familiar with. This is a fantastic time to buy a house. And it's a good time to sell a house as well. And I'm going to tell you why right now. Alright, so if this is your first time to my channel, please subscribe. Also tap that bell and you'll be notified whenever I post another video. I love to show you the city of San Antonio and let you know what's going on in the real estate market. So let's get into our topic. A lot of people just think it's not a good time to buy. It's not a good time to sell. Interest rates are too high. We can't buy a house. Interest rates are too high. I can't sell my house because I got a good interest rate, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. For the vast majority of people, it's kind of human nature for people to be reactive rather than proactive, but that kind of puts you behind and you just lose out, okay? 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I'm gonna say 2021 in particular, interest rates were super low, below 3%. Everybody was trying to buy a house, right? So everybody thought that was a great time to buy a house. It was a terrible time to buy a house, okay? And here's why. Yes, interest rates were really low, but everybody was trying to buy a house. So if you were out there in that market, first of all, housing prices shot up because of the demand. The demand couldn't keep up, right? And if you were to put an offer on a house, there were likely 10, 15, maybe even 20 other offers on that same house. So your likelihood of being able to actually purchase that house was very slim. It was a tough time for buyers, right? It was a total seller's market back in those days. So when you think it's a good time to buy, everybody else thinks it's a good time to buy. That's a terrible time to buy. I mean, even in the stock market, people who are familiar with the stock market will tell you when everybody else is selling, it's a terrible time to sell because you're gonna get less for your stock. But that's because you're being reactive. You see everybody else selling, so you go out and you sell. Now you're at the bottom of the market because as everybody's trying to sell, the market goes down, the prices go down, and you're gonna sell for a lot less than you could have sold for had you got ahead of the market and sold your stocks before they started to plummet, you know? So, and the same thing with buying. If everybody else is buying, prices are up. And if you want to jump in that crowd and buy when everybody else is buying, then you're going to pay more. That's just the way it goes. It's the same with the housing market. You know, here in San Antonio, we have situations where something will be announced on the news and everybody panics. Oh no, we're going to run out of toilet paper. So everybody rushes to the store and buys out all the toilet paper. You know? But that's crazy. What if you were to go to the market today and buy a couple extra packs of toilet paper and just keep them in your garage or something? I mean, that's what I do. And then when that time comes, when everybody's reacting instead of being proactive, you were proactive, now you have extra toilet paper and you don't have to get into the crowd of people who are fighting over the last package of toilet paper at the supermarket, right? So this is the same, again, with the housing market. You have to get ahead of the market if you want the best outcome. So that's why now is such a great time to buy, because there's not a lot of people out trying to buy right now, but there are great buys to be had right now. If you're looking for a brand new house, the new construction inventory in San Antonio is great. I mean, there's plenty of homes to choose from. Not only that, because the inventory is so high, I have builders who have reduced prices on their homes $40,000, $45,000, $50,000 right now that you can purchase, okay? Not only that, I have builders who are buying down the interest rate. You think the interest rate's too high? Well, how does 4.25% sound? Yeah, it's not the 3% and below from 2021. That's not coming back, okay? Forget about that. 4.25% is pretty damn good because right now interest rates are running close to 7%. So 4.25% and 40, 45, maybe even $50,000 off the price of the house. It's a fantastic time to buy. Now, what if you have a house that you want to sell? I think now is a good time to sell. Houses are selling. They may take a little bit longer than they were in 2021 when you had people lining up to buy your house. But the prices are still holding fairly steady right now. So you're not going to lose money on the deal. You're going to be fine. Now, there are fewer buyers, but guess what? In a market where there are fewer buyers, those buyers are more serious. So everything has its pros and cons, right? So those are the pros to selling a house right now. You're going to get serious buyers. The ones that are out looking, they're truly looking to buy. They're not just out window shopping right now. They have a reason for buying. They're either locating to your city because of their job or for some other reason, but they need a house, right? They're smart enough to know they don't want to rent, because renting is just throwing your money away. When you're owning, you're starting to build equity. You get big tax breaks and all of that. So smart people always buy. Let me show you some of the deals out there right now. Deals that are available in the San Antonio and surrounding area right now. So call me, text me. You can even schedule a Zoom meeting with me. As always, my contact information is in the comments below my video, and we can get you in the home that you want to be in. So till next time, take care.